Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. I hope everyone's doing well. Guys, we are broadcasting from a new system here. So, guys, bear with us as we try to work out any of the little bugs here. So, we have a couple different things going on here. And, Tony, I need you to look into the private chat at the top and look at the system here for both of the jumps. Both jump sessions are there. That way we can let everybody know what's going on. All right, guys, like I said, we are doing some things a little bit different here. We are right now doing when we do our free readings, we're going to let everybody know when we do our free readings and stuff, but we do have our donations. Our donations are two different prices now. What we're going to be doing with donations is there is a $10 donation that will get you 5 minutes. Now that is just a question. That is not a mediumship reading. That gives you 5 minutes with your question. So instead of, just the 2 minutes that you're going to get with a free reading, you will get 5 minutes for the $10 donation. But for the $20 donation, that gives you the mediumship read and a full mini reading. So that way you get the opportunity. The $20 jump is an unlimited jump. So basically, by saying that, it's unlimited while we're talking. So however long it takes to get the message out to you, that's however long it takes to get that message out to you. I am going to say this too, guys. When you're getting a mediumship reading, one connect to one person, unless another spirit we say is talking over that, or there was an important message. Yes. We had some people start to ask about 3, 4, 5 different family members, and that's not how this works. So if you want to jump again or, donate again to get to talk to others, you can do so, but we cannot talk to multiple spirits like that and keep doing it and, try to stay sane at the same time. So it definitely makes it a little bit harder. But guys, in the description, we've got both jumps on there. So that way you guys can, jump ahead. And that's why we call them jumps. They're the donations. And like I said, they are at 2 different prices. Like I said, 5 minutes for 10 and however long it takes to, the $20 one is the mediumship and however long it takes in order to get down the business. So however long it's taking to get that message out, that's what we're doing. So I see everybody saying hi, and that's all you got to do in order to get a reading here. So just bear with us as we go down the list. I'm looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. And remember, guys, we are here 5 nights a week, and we are using a new system. So we're going to test this out, and we're going to see how this system is working compared to one that we were using prior. So far, so good on that, and looking forward. And I have my moderator here tonight. Let me go ahead and bring forth Billy. How you doing tonight?
Doing wonderful. Happy to be here.
I'm so excited for you to be here with me, and that way I've got someone to talk to. When I make a funny joke, at least someone's going to laugh that I can hear. So very excited about it, and so glad you're able to join me tonight. I'm also here with Tony. Tony's in the background making sure everything's running right as we are, like I said, testing a new system. So we're very excited. Guys, don't forget, we do have a drawing at the end of the night. So we will draw a name. When we draw that name, make sure you're here to listen to it at the end, because if you're not here to claim your prize, then you miss out on that opportunity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, we're donating money to for the turkeys. That donation is now over. We are now starting to raise money for toys for tots. So, guys, remember, we are going to be donating that money for kids that cannot get Christmas. This is a really good cause. So, guys, please don't hesitate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the donation list to make sure we don't miss anybody on the donation list, because they do have priority over everyone. And guys, remember, the free readings, we do get them. They are 2 minutes long. And at the 2-minute mark, when it's time, you'll hear this. That is the end of your reading. When we get a donation, you're going to hear this. So guys, that's how you know when we get that donation. That's how we do that. All right. Well, let's get this party started, guys, and start going down our list. Billy, are you ready? I almost called you Tony there, Billy.
I'm ready.
All right. So on our list, we've got Hope Wells. Hope Wells, throw us your question. And then Xavier, get your question ready. You are on the list. That's so much prettier than the other one. You can actually see who it is. You know, it doesn't cut everybody's head off. And see,
That's a lot better.
Much better. I like it a lot. Hope Wells, throw us your question. You are first on the list tonight. Hope Wells. And I said, Xavier, get your question ready. You're on the list as well. All right. Let's change up the beat here. That's right, guys. We got music while we wait. Moving up in the world. Moving up into the world. Exactly, Billy. Good stuff. All right. I'm not seeing Hope, so we're going to keep on going here and go ahead and take the next person in line. The next person in line is Xavier. Xavier, get your question ready. Or actually, throw us your question. And Stacy C., get your question ready. You are on the list. All right. We got Xavier here. So Xavier's here.
Xavier says, I have a funeral Wednesday I was supposed to go to. I have been notified not to come because of someone's has a passion to use the law against me. This person has always had bad vibes to put out to the family. What do you think? I have decided not to go. Just a bad feeling. Something might happen.
Okay. Well, Xavier, when it comes down to what's happening here for you and the energy that I see circling it, it's not just you that they have these vibes for or this negativity towards. So I keep seeing that they do this to keep this side of the family at bay. That's what I keep seeing. Like, they keep pushing this side of the family away, and they don't want to, they don't want the family there. So they're trying to push out people who are strong. They're trying to push out people who are, that would speak up and say, or, keep people, like, oh, wait a minute, no, don't talk about that. Or, stay strong by somebody they're trying to attack. They know you are that person. You are a protector in that sense.
Xavier says, oh my Lord, you're hitting it in the needle.
The thing about that is that, when you keep those people at bay, they cannot stand it. They don't like that you can point out their wrongs. They don't like that you are right on the money, and they can't stand that. So you make them look bad.
Xavier says, should I use prayer in a good way for them?
Absolutely. There's a form of protection as well. Just say, you know what? Make them understand their bad deeds. Give them the understanding. They need to see it. They need to open their eyes and see what is happening here, because they're not seeing it. They're not wanting to see it. So because they're not wanting to see it and they're pushing you away, they think they're winning. Well, joke's on them, because they're losing. And isn't doing anything to do. It's not hurting anybody but them. Yes, it hurts now, but it's their guilt that will get them. Xavier, hang in there. Pray. Let them, they'll get theirs. It's not something that you need to, keep. Don't let it weigh heavy on you. That's what I'm trying to say there. Is don't let it weigh heavy on you.
Xavier says, thank you. Well done. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you. You guys are amazing. All questions answered. Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, guys. Let's keep it going and take the next person in line. The next person in line is Stacy C. Stacy, get your question to me. And then Aldo, get your question ready. You're on the list. I'm going to do that a couple times, guys. I'll take a return. All right. Waiting on Stacy C to go ahead and throw their question. While we're waiting on Stacy, let's go ahead and check the donation list to make sure we don't miss on anybody who's donating. Guys, remember this. $1 of each jump is going to be going over to Toys for Tots. That's who is. I need Stacy C to throw their question. It's another Stacy there, Stacy B, Stacy C. All right, I'm not seeing Stacy C, so I'm going to go ahead to the next person in line. And the next person in line was Aldo B. Aldo, get your question out to me. Unique S, get your question ready. Laura, we are streaming live from 8 different platforms, so you'll see them come across the bottom of the screen, okay? That's why they may not be in the group that you're in. You might be in a group that everybody else isn't in.
Okay, Aldo, October was thought. What does November hold for me?
All right, so I get that October was tough, and I do feel like you're going to find yourself going through a little bit more of that as we go into November, but then it starts to slow down. I see that it's not going to be as tough as October. And because October was so rough, November is going to feel like a walk in the park, but it's still not going to be simple. It's not going to be as hard as October, but it's definitely going to be I still feel like you got bumps in the road when it comes to this month. I still feel like, it's not as easy as it could be, but it will get better. And I keep seeing that this is going to get better for you. And I feel like you're in the right headspace to get through this. I feel like as we walk through November, it's not as bad. As we go into December, it's even better. So the pressure start to, kind of step back a little bit.
Aldo says, yeah, I need to give back financially.
When it comes to the finances, I do feel like the money will be there, and I do feel like you're going to receive that type of money. So just kind of bear with it as money does start to get better for you. I'm seeing opportunities coming your way that will provide you with that money. So I would keep my eyes peeled and don't push away an opportunity when it walks in front of you, because right now it's time to grab every opportunity possible so you can get back financially. But there is a permanent financial boost coming that's going to help benefit you and provide you with the ability to catch up, get things where you're at, and create a nest egg for yourself.
Aldo says, yeah, I am currently looking for a job.
All right. Well, the opportunity's there for you. I do see it coming. But there were smaller opportunities along that way. Don't lose sight of those. Take those as well, as the better and more positive one is on its way. It's just not here yet. All right. Hang in there, man. It does get better. All right, guys. We're going to keep on going here. And I'm going to go ahead and check the donation list here, see if we got any people donating. Not yet. All right. So the next person on the list was Unique. After Unique is going to be Lisa S. Lisa, get your question ready. You're on the list.
Unique Smith says, do you see my luck switching around soon? I'm spending more money than I have coming in.
When it comes to spending money, you're spending more than what you have coming in because you're trying to take care of not just yourself, but everybody else. Why are you overachieving for everybody else when they're not doing the same for you? I mean, I'm seeing you trying to, do more. I know that that's a good-hearted spirit and you want to help those that you love. And
Unique Sex Facts.
well, the thing is that, you can't help others unless you can help yourself. So you're going to have to pull back your energy right now and let everybody know that you don't have the funds nor the ability to, fix everyone else's problems. You don't have the ability to solve all the problems. So you're going to have to see what you're doing for yourself. And once you get yourself in a place that's better suited for you, then you'll be able to,
Unique says, I haven't seen my family in so long, so I want to spend time with them, and unfortunately going out is one of them ways.
Well, here's the thing about that. Seeing family and going out and doing that, you know what? You don't always have to go out. And remember, seeing your family is a two-way street. You can see them, but they can come and see you as well. So, you need to talk to them, have a family reunion, have a small get-together, do something at the house. It doesn't have to be out and, partying at the club or at the bar or at the restaurant. Eat great food at home and do all these things, that you could do, elsewhere, right at your house. And I'm going to tell you right now, getting a bottle and making your own dinner, that's two drinks at the bar. All right. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you for that question. Now, guys, remember, we are streaming from multiple platforms. So if you don't see the questions that people are asking in the chat room that you're in, doesn't mean it's not coming through. We're streaming from 8 platforms. So bear with us because we're going to be streaming from a lot more coming up here soon. We've got 30 platforms ahead of us. All right. So we got a lot going on. All right. Well, let's keep the party rolling and go ahead and see if anybody has made a donation before we go in that direction. All right. All right. So the next person after Unique was Lisa S. Lisa, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on the list. And Mayret, get your question ready. You're on the list.
Lisa, do you see me getting my approval letter this month? And when do you see my sister backstabbing me?
So when it comes down to your sister situation, you know, I already feel like the backstabbing's already in. Like it's already started. So I don't feel like when is it going to happen, but while it's already happening right now. And that's the problem. And I'm going to tell you right now that, you know, you don't need to keep putting up with this. You don't have to keep dealing with this. You know, the energy is definitely changing, you know, so I want you to hang in there. Don't take in what she's saying. And if other people believe it, then so let them think what they're going to think, because there's nothing you're going to do nor say that's going to change their mind if they're wanting to believe in ignorance. So I'm going to just say that right up front. I'm going to tell you right now, everything to me, it looks like it's going to get better between you and your family. She's going to be a little backstabby, but, you know, there's nothing you can really do. Confronting her, she's just going to deny it. So it's just not worth your time on that. When it comes down to your approval letter, you should receive that. I already see approved, but I'm seeing an approval letter, an actual document, I would say next week. So the approval's here, documents next week. That's what I'm getting there for you. So watch out for, you know, people's mouth and their language and the way that they're dealing with things and how they're wanting to do it, because it's not worth your time. That energy is not worth your time. All right, Lisa, thank you so much for your question tonight. I appreciate it. All right, guys, let's keep on going and see who we got next.
Lisa said, thank you. We never had
They've never
had got along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt that. Jealousy on her part always has to be above everybody else. Always. It's not a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and check the donation list to make sure that we're not missing out on anybody who's donating. Guys, remember, if you'd like to get a 5-minute read, you guys can donate $10. And for a mediumship or full mini read, you have to donate $20. And the $20 is not timed. So it's the $20 one is a non-timed reading. All right. Let's keep on going here. I don't see anybody on that list here, so let's keep the party rolling and take Mayret. Mayret, go ahead and throw us your question. Tania, get your question ready. You're on the list. Put on our music right away. There she is. All right, that was short and sweet. Here we go.
Mayrat says, I'm uncertain about the future of my love life. What can you tell me what you see?
So when it comes to your love life and the situation that you've got going on, I see a man who can't make up his mind and feels, you know, thrown back every time you try to make a connection with him. What I can tell you is when you need to let him make this connection. That way you know that he's the one putting forth the effort. He's the one making things happen, you know, and that gives you peace of mind knowing that he's putting forth that energy. So don't reach out to the ex. That's what I'm saying. Let him come forward. Let him come to you. Now, I do see some people trying to get your attention. I do not see you with them. I do not see you, you know, opening up that door. I don't see you being happy with that person. I don't feel that it would be worth it because your mind would be on the person that I was just talking about. And we should be getting some communication. As long as you don't reach out we won't push him back. We don't want to change what is. I know it's going to take anywhere between 3, possibly 4 weeks to make him, come to his senses and really make, put forth all the effort that you guys need.
Mayret says, yeah, I have not reached out for 3 weeks.
Good. Keep it that way. You want it to be his energy because, yeah, you guys could talk. Even if you were the one to reach out, you guys would talk. But then in the back of your mind, you would be thinking, oh, well, the only reason we're talking is because I put forth that energy. I'm the one that reached out. So that's the only reason. So we need him to do it because you need to see him put forth the effort. And that when he's putting forth that effort, that means also he knows exactly what he's going to be saying to you. He knows what he needs to apologize for. So just hang in there. I do see that communication between you and Xavier. I think it was his name, or I can't remember his name. I don't want to say the wrong one. I already said a name, but I think that was his name. But I definitely feel that's the communication. That's the love life. That's where your love life's going to go right now. And that's what I'm seeing is that's your connection. Whether you guys see it or not, you guys are twin flames, and twin flame relationships, they're the most difficult. They're the most difficult. She said
Mayret says close.
Yeah. Or it wasn't Xavier. I know it's a J. It starts with a J. I know that.
You're good at names.
I am, but I got the J right off the bat. You know what it is? I think it's was it Javier?
Yep, you got it right. She says it's Javier.
Nice.
And she also says, thank you, Journey. Waiting game.
Sometimes when we get into relationships, they're not always simple. And one of us can be more stubborn than the other, even though the other one's willing to make that connection, and we want to solve all the issues and solve the problems, and and the other one's like, no, I'm standing my ground. I'm going to make them wait, even though they're thinking about you just as much as you are. And then you're sitting over there wondering why, when you're trying not to think about them, you're feeling them and thinking about them so deeply. That's because they're doing it too, but they're not willing to tell you that, of course. And then you're just like, what the hell's going on? And I mean, I see it every day. I talk to people from all over the world. It doesn't change from continent to continent. It really does kind of follow a line here. But, the thing is that it sucks to be the person waiting on the other end, but it is best for you, Mayret, to hold out. Some people, I tell them, you need to reach out or you're never going to hear from that person ever again. And so makes a difference where we are in that situation. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick break, but after the break, we're going to get to some more. We're going to get to some more questions. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and we are back. All right. Looking forward to talking to all you guys here. All right, so let's go ahead and check the donation list right quick, and then we will get to our next person in line. Remember, guys, free reads are 2 minutes long. If you'd like to get a 5-minute read, you have to click the donation button, and then underneath that donation button is I got the $20 donation and $10 donation. Mediumship and a full mini read is the $10 or the $20 donation. $10 donation is the 5-minute read. All right, guys. Well, let's keep going here and take the next person on our list. And Tangi was the next person on the list. Tania, sorry. Tania, go ahead and throw us your question. Laura L., get your question ready. You're on the list. I've seen G and I put Tangi together, and that was definitely not the right. Tania, go ahead and throw us your question. All right. We're going to put on our music while we wait. All right, so I'm not seeing Tania, so we're going to keep on going after Tania. We had Laura L. Laura, go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list. And then Monica J., get your question ready. You're on the list. Laura L., throw us your question. All right. Oh, you just donated. Okay, give me a second here, honey. She's like, I'm getting a reading tonight, guys. That's how that works. All right. So, what type of reading? What's your question for me tonight? Give her the chance to go ahead and put her question up there. We'll listen to a little jams here. Not really the jams, but hey, whatever. Get that right, Billy. Jam it out. Move it up the world. Billy.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
All right.
We got Laura's question here.
Okay. So Laura tells us mediumship. I would love if you could connect with my friend Ryan in spirit.
Okay. So when it comes to
she says my question would be any advice he has for me in life. I'm struggling.
Yeah, he's saying that you're putting a lot of things before your own needs, and that you've kind of given up a little bit. That's something he was repeating that over and over again. But he's a pretty funny guy. He's really he's a bold person. I'm seeing lots of laughter you guys had. There's a lot of reminiscence of what's been going on. You've been missing him quite a bit. Some significant type day coming up for you. Was this a time that you guys met friendship or something to that nature? I'm seeing him trying to give you a chance to see the energy and smile, and he's really trying to put forth that energy to show you that things aren't gone, things aren't lost, things are going to come together, but you've got to be there. He's trying to be there for you, but it's hard to when he's crossed and you're here and it's not quite getting all the signs and the signals that he's trying to put out there. I keep seeing him trying to put forth he's trying to put forth a lot of little signs, things that you would know that it was him. So that way but you're missing out on some of these signs. Now, every once in a while, you're picking up on them. But I can tell you right now, what I'm seeing is that, you're missing out on some of these. But he's definitely saying that you're putting forth too much energy for other people. And if he says you're giving him, he's seeing you kind of giving up on stuff right now. today is not that day. You're not supposed to be giving up. You need to continue to keep fighting and work a little bit harder. The energy around him,
Laura says yes.
he wants this to happen for you. He wants good things to happen. And, there's certain songs that he's been trying to catch you when you're messing with the radio, and he's saying that you're not catching on, even though you're like, yeah, that's a song, and you remember that song that's associated with him, but you're not getting that he's there with you. And he's trying to get you to understand that I'm here with you. I'm here with you. He keeps calling sis. Like, were you like a sister, like best friends? Like, he sees you as a sister. You're beyond that.
Laura says, putting out too much and yes, giving up.
He says there's no reason to give up.
Laura says, yes, he does use the radio. Yes.
Yeah, he tried to put that energy forward when it came to music. On best friends, okay. So, when it comes to that, he's funny. He loves to joke around. He said you guys would cut up about all types of stuff. And that's something she's missing in her life right now. She's missing that person that was like me, she could talk to about anything, and there was no judgment, and the laughter and the, hanging out. You don't have that right now. And that's a big, big part of what you're missing right now.
Laura says, very funny. And she also says yes with a sad face. And 100%.
The energy that he's saying is that it's not going to be someone that today that you're going to find. Not to replace him, but to give you a little bit of what he gave you. And you will get that. But you won't do it fixing everyone else's problems or bailing out and not doing anything. He says that you've pulled back so much that you don't go out like you used to. You don't, you don't do any of that. So the thing about it is that he's like, get out there. It's time. Stop hiding from the world. He says that you're hiding from the world right now. Because you've got so much to offer and people don't get the chance to see it.
She says, yes. Oh my God. So true. Oh my God. Yes. A total hermit.
He's saying that you've really gone back in your shell more so than you have in years. Like, I got it as depression, and he's saying the same thing. He's like, this is depression.
This is 100% accurate.
I can't stress enough for you to go out and do something. I see this as something, even going on a chat room. Let's open the door slowly. Let's open that door slowly.
Laura says, more so than ever, yes.
But the thing is that the energy that I see circling it, let's open the door with a chat room. Go in there, meet somebody, talk to people. You're not looking for a date. You're not going out there to make a million friends. You're looking for one friend. You're looking for that specific friend. That friend that's going to talk to you about everything. You're going to say something funny. You're going to do something funny. The energy just needs to be funny. And right now it's not, because you're missing him. And you don't have that same interaction. And you're never going to find anyone exactly like him, but you're going to find someone that gives you some of the similarities. You will have different connections with this person on that level. And I can tell you right now, he is trying to push these people towards you. He wants you to get out there. And, he would slap somebody for you. He did not care.
Laura says, oh my God, I miss him so much. That's who he was too. Aww. She also says he was my rock.
And I get that for you, and I see that for you, and I get that he was your rock, and I get that he was, the strength that you needed, but he says he still is, girl. And he said it just like that. Tell this woman to do the right thing. Get out there. I told her all the time to get out there. You're so amazing. You're so cool. Everyone else sees it but you. Why do you do that to yourself?
Laura says, yes, he was so protective over me.
Oh, God, yeah. He's still doing it now.
She said, oh my God, yes.
He's still your rock. He said he can still hear everything that you're saying.
She said, thank you. Oh my God, yes, I'm crying.
He doesn't want you to cry. Just talk to him.
You're talking just like him.
I try to reiterate how they say it, so I could be just to give you that energy. But the thing is that things are going to be better. Things are going to get better. But you have to start taking these steps in order to make them better for yourself. You're a strong person. You have been, you've been through a lot. He doesn't want to talk about some of the more personal things. We're just going to say you've been through a lot. Because that's how he wanted to put it, because he didn't want to air out your business. But the thing is that he wants you to, be happy. He wants you to do the right thing. So he wants you to get back. He wants you to get back to your light. He says you're a funny person. He says that 90% of people do not know that you're funny and that you're not always serious. And he says people don't know that about you, but he does. You guys used to cackle like hens.
She said, yes, he's right. It's so true. Yes.
He just wants you to do the right thing.
Laura says, yes, laughing my ass.
You can say it, Billy. All right.
Laughing my ass off. I'm just saying that. Laura says, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. And no one knows my humor.
Yeah.
Only him.
But you guys had you guys could talk to each other without even saying a word.
Laura says, oh my God, you nailed it.
You could look at him and he could look at you, and you guys both knew what you were thinking, and you had to come together just so you guys could talk about it. It's pretty good. You guys still have that type of energy, and he knows that when you look at something and you are thinking something and you wishing he was there to talk about it, he's seeing it, and trust me, girl, you already know what he was thinking.
Laura says we call each other yin yang because we were so alike.
Absolutely.
Yes, we had a blast.
But he wants you to get yourself back out there. Like I said, you're not going to find anybody that's going to replace him, but you are going to find somebody that will help take off this burden because you're letting it get you too much.
Laura says, oh my God, yes, I always think that too. Thank you.
You are welcome, honey, and I hope that helps. He loves you. Know that. And when you're watching something funny or something he was going to like, know what he's thinking, girl, because he's thinking it. Thank you so much. All right, guys.
Laura says exactly what he would say. Thank you. I really needed this, and I appreciate this so much.
All right. Well, we got some noises back here. Oh, well, that's Tony. Oh, there's Tony. Okay. Just making sure I still have Tony.
And Laura also says, I love him. I love him too. Thank you. You nailed this. Thank you.
You are welcome, honey. And you can always tell him he's listening. He's there by your side. He said, girl, I ain't going nowhere else. I told you. We're going to die together. We're going to go to heaven together. That's how that one works. He already had a plan. Y'all had a plan. That guy, Billy, I got to say this. That guy was hilarious.
Oh, he was touching my heart.
he was making me. I'm trying not to laugh because as I'm trying to give her some seriousness as to what's going on here, plus telling her what he was saying, his mannerisms were hilarious. And
Definitely has a humor, just like she said.
yes, absolutely.
Laura says, "Oh my God, when you said that, that's how that one works. That's his saying." Oh my God, thank you. Yes, he's hilarious. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm so glad we can help. All right, so we have another donation, guys. All right, this donation is for Margarita. Margarita, go ahead and throw us your question. Let's go ahead and check the list here before we get Margarita's question. And while we wait for Margarita's question, there it is. I was going to turn on the music, but Margarita's like, you don't get any music.
She was ready.
No music for y'all.
Margarita says, "I want to know about R. I'm nervous to connect with him, even though I know deep down inside I want to. How should I prepare myself for when or if we connect? What should I expect from him, or what is he expecting from me?" Ooh.
Good question. Good question. So I can tell you when it comes to R, so there is some difficulties there's some hurdles that we got to get past. R is in a situation that he's looking to get himself out of. So that is going to be the first hurdle. So it's almost like waiting for the point of entry. So you're sitting back, you're kind of just taking it easy, living life for the fullest, doing what you've got to do. And now he's got to go through what it is he needs to go through and start, moving things in a direction.
She says, "What situation?"
Relationship. I was like, you should know. I kind of hesitated to say it, but yeah, there's a relationship that still needs to be resolved here. And because this relationship needs to be resolved, that means he cannot pay attention to you fully, nor put forth that attention to you to open that door, because doesn't want to open one door and then have another door half open before he shuts that other door. He needs to be able to shut that behind him before he can walk through this other door. And I don't feel that that's going to take much longer. And I'm already starting to see the arguing. I'm also seeing the unhappiness, the uneasiness, the always wanting to stay away, not really being a part of the relationship, rather than speaking up and telling the person, I'm not really interested. We're hiding from that. He's pulled back. He's hiding from it.
Margarita says, "So does he truly want out of that relationship?"
Yeah. The thing about that relationship, it's not making him happy anymore. And so he's slowly pulling himself back out of it.
Margarita also says, "I guess you answered that question."
Yeah, so he wants to pull himself out of the relationship because he doesn't want to be there anymore. It's not a relationship of happiness. It's not, she seems to have become a person he doesn't recognize anymore. Kind of like you get into a relationship thinking the person is one way, and then you get further into the relationship and realize they're a completely different person than the person you first started dating. And he ignored it for the longest time. He kind of let it slide. And then it went into, spending less and less time at the house, meaning not spending as much time with her. And then I see him, now he's getting to the point where I don't want to spend all this time away from the house. I want to be able to be at my house, but I also don't want to be in this relationship. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So now he's spending more time at the house, but he's not liking the time with her.
Margarita says, "What is it that he is not receiving that I can provide? Maybe what he really wants."
When it comes to what he really wants. Here's the thing. What he really wants is someone that's going to love him and care for him, and someone he can love and care for. He wants a balance. That's what he thought he was getting when he got into this relationship, but he didn't. It ended up being all about the person that he's with, and that is not who he thought he was getting involved with. It's all about her. It's nothing about anybody else. He tries to help anybody or do anything. He gets the third degree. So it's not what you can provide. It's, it's what anybody would want in a relationship. So you don't have to worry about, going over and beyond and trying to make this relationship work, because the relationship will already work. That's what I'm seeing here. This is not something that you have to worry about, because it will come forward. It will work itself out. But in the relationship he's in currently, he's never going to be able to see that person in the same light ever again. There is some pretty negative energy there.
Margarita says, is he still interested in me?
The interest in you never went away. It just got suppressed. So because he was in this current relationship, he couldn't, move forward and talk with you in that type of situation. So being respectful, he buried it. He wouldn't be rude to you, but he didn't want to jeopardize what he had going on, because he had decided to be in a relationship with somebody else before he honestly considered you as someone that may be interested in him. But the thing about that is that don't let that get you down. Don't let that stop you. When you guys, when you guys get the chance, he opens that door. He's the one that opens that door. He steps through. He's like, hey, Margarita, how are you doing? And it's baby steps, because he's coming out of a bad relationship, and he wanted to talk to you before. He feels that it's okay to do so, but like I said, he's going to close that door from this last relationship. So when he's walking completely out and he's got there's no more ideas or possibilities of going back to that relationship, that's when he's going to walk through and start communicating with you. So don't get lost or don't get upset. You want him to do it the right way. You don't want it rushed, because if you rush it or try to push it to make it happen, you'll throw it off, and it's not what you want. It's not what you want, because this is not a relationship. This isn't a relationship that's going to be easy to walk away from.
Margarita says, oh, I can see him doing that. Journey, he's manly and a hottie, even with his dirty boots and pants.
Dirty boots and pants, huh? Now we know what turns you on there, Margarita. Dirty boots and pants. All right, so, but when it comes down to it, he's also genuine. And that's what makes him so much different than most people, is the genuine energy that he puts forth, and that he won't start a new relationship nor start talking to someone until he's closed that door. Even though she may not be ready to let go of him, as long as he has made his decision, he feels it's okay. I've made my decision. I've told you. He won't be hiding it from anybody.
Margarita says, and messy hair from work.
Hey, girl, he's got a job. That's all that matters. Jobs are good. But, he's hardworking. I did see that too. But, he loves family. He's very family oriented. I got that from him. So, you're going to see this is someone who is family oriented. He protects those who need it, but he's not going to allow anybody to mistake his kindness for weakness. He will put his foot down. That's not something that, needs to happen here. Second here.
Margarita also says, do you have an estimated time? I want I want man that's family oriented. I need that for my babies and I.
Well, that's good. When it comes down to the time frame and things, unfortunately, it's not an exact time frame. It's a roundabout time frame, but it will take the rest of this year to happen. You know, there's going to be these breaks, and like we're going to go into the holiday season, and that's really going to be a big thing. That's going to be a big issue as the holiday season.
Margarita says, does his dad who has passed approved, or what would he say about me with his son?
Well, he definitely approves. He thought that you guys should have been together a long time ago, but didn't have the opportunity to get in that relationship. And that's what I see here. He would have loved for you guys to be together and to be able to see grandchildren. But unfortunately, that's not the way things worked out. And didn't work out for him either. So
Margarita says, well, his dad and my dad being best friends, he never presented me to him.
So when it comes to, I'm wondering if you're wanting to know if he is going to be friends with him when he passes, basically in the afterlife. Is that what you're asking me? I'm not quite sure than what you're asking here. Because if he's crossed and if his dad has passed, I'm not sure how this is working. Hang on. Because
She said, just saying our dads being so close, his dad never presented me to his son.
That's okay. They're not supposed to be setting you up. This isn't Dateline. This isn't like the dating service. They're not going to set each other up. They're expecting you guys to see each other. And then voila, whatever happens, happens.
Margarita says, laughing my ass off.
Well, it's true. I mean, they're not like, oh, well, here's the love connection and meet my son, young bachelor. You know, they're not going to do that. They're not giving you roses. You don't get the stem rose, honey. You'll get roses from him eventually, but not like that. But, you know, the opportunity, it does lie there. It's just going to take time before it comes forward.
Margarita says, when did his dad thought about us needing or should have been together?
When it comes to your, well, you know, he's always thought it, so it's not anything like that. The thing is that, you know, I don't really feel like there's a time frame on that. So I can't really answer that question. Sorry, my dog is trying to attack me during the show. 6 times for playtime.
Margarita says, unfortunately, his dad passed.
That's what I was saying. When you were saying the dad and dad thing, I was like, wait a minute, his dad's dead.
She also says, so he wouldn't see us being together or having children?
His dad would. He's on the other side. He can see it, honey. Come on now, Margarita. I know that you've seen this show long enough to know that the people from the other side can see what's happening on the planet.
Margarita says, I'm emotional.
Don't be. There's no reason to be. Stay strong. Keep moving forward. Things are good. Don't let bad things in. You're allowed to have your emotions, but know that good things will come together.
Marguerite also says, because I was the last person to see his dad alive before he was killed.
I'm so sorry you had to witness that. I'm sorry that you had to, bear that energy. But the thing is that, he knew that you were a good girl and that you would be good for his son. And he still hopes that that energy will come through. As a matter of fact, he says it will come through. Be patient.
It's beautiful. Margarita says, I know his dad was a good father and husband.
He was. And he still is, even though that they don't realize it. He's still affecting their lives.
She says, and I believe and I feel his son is a good man as well.
He is.
Margarita says, thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Anytime. All right, guys. Well, we are going to take a quick break. But after the break, we're going to get back to some more readings. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and we are back. All right, I need Monica J to throw us their question, and Ashley N to get their question ready. You are on the list. Dog is extra loud today. That's the wrong name. Monica J. There we are.
Monica says, when will I meet my life partner or a true lover?
Right. Well, when it comes to finding the partner that you're looking for, you need to stop wasting the energy on the people that don't mean anything. And I feel like you're attached to someone from the past that you need to let go. And, if you go with that person, that will help you so much. But unfortunately, that person's energy is still lingering around you. And there's the hopes there of working on the situation.
She says, when will I think that was just a repeat.
Okay, because I've seen it on there twice. Yeah, but when it comes to meeting that person, you're going to have to let go of some of this baggage that's there. Some of the baggage that's already there, some of the things that are holding you back, actually getting yourself out there, start looking for the people that, actually mean something to you and actually mean something, looking for someone who meets your standards. I kind of feel like you're not meeting those who are on the same page as you are, on the same track. I keep feeling like the energy that I see circling is not quite what it needs to be, and you keep finding all the fixer-uppers. Honey, you're not looking for a fixer-upper. You want one that's already put together. You don't need that type of negativity. So it's
Monica Monica says, right, you are on point.
But the thing is, when it comes to that, Monica, I honestly believe that you will find love, but we're looking as we go into, I would say, I mean, I see some people showing up before now, but I honestly feel like the energy that's going to be real for you happens in the beginning of next year. So we're just a couple months away. That's true love, feeling right, good connection.
Monica also says, right, you are on point. And so do I have a true lover.
You do, but it's going to take a couple months. All right, Monica, thank you so much for your question tonight. I appreciate it. I'm hearing a whistling noise, like someone's whistling. All right. All right, guys, we got a donation. I need Blanca D to come forward. Blanca, please put your question forward.
And Blanca wants mediumship. Journey, I know my husband sees me having ups and downs, but I am happy he is by my side.
All right. And when it comes to your husband, honey, he's been by your side. He's been, he's been seeing you through thick and thin.
Blanca says, does he have any messages?
When it comes down to messages, is that, he's saying it's about time for you to start walking your walk. You keep saying and doing things, but you're not walking your walk. You're saying it, but you're not walking it. So the thing is that it's time to do that. It's time to start walking in the direction that Blanca used to walk.
Blanca also says, I love your readings, always on point.
Well, of course, thank you. The thing is that, he keeps saying, he keeps using the word babe. You have to put your foot down. And this is within your household. That's your main goal right now, is to get the household. If you can fix what's going on in the house, you're going to be able to fix what's going on in your life. He has seen a change that he does not like. And he says the kids are getting off way too easy. And they would have never gotten off that easy prior. So why are you letting them do it now? Why would you do that? He says, I'm not yelling at you. I'm asking you a question. You ask me questions. Now I'm going to ask you one, because I know you know the answer.
Blanca says, I miss him a lot, and I'm definitely putting my foot down. I've had enough. Mama's coming back.
Well, good. That's exactly what he wants to see from you. He didn't understand the person who he was seeing. And that he says that because this happens and it stresses, you're getting stressed to the point where you're getting broke down every time you get built back up. You're not getting a chance to, stay built up long enough to not feel sad, or to not feel stressed, or to not feel, little stresses are becoming bigger stresses. There are some things that he would argue with that you say, but when it comes to, video games and things of that nature, he knows that you guys had your adventure with that. But don't take that out when the boys want to play or do things like that. But he also said one of those boys is old enough to be on his own. And you need to give him a time frame. And February's not it. get him through the holidays, and get him out. He says he loves him. He doesn't want to see harm come to him, but he wants him to be a man.
Blanca says, yes, I'm opening myself up more. And yes, he's got to move out. It's time.
Yes. He says it's time, because unfortunately, due to his behavior, it's keeping the other kids. So he's getting more attention. And it's not fair to them. They're wanting to know why he's getting this attention. Why is he getting special treatment while everybody else is, having to clean up after them? This is both of them. This isn't just him. This is him and her living in your house. Your other kids are like, why are we cleaning up after him? He dirties dishes all the time. Doesn't wash a dish. Doesn't do any of that. This is not the way that it should be.
Blanca says, you're awesome. I'm glad he watches over us, and I'll make things better.
It's time for you to make things better. You got to do things not only that's right for you, but what's right for the rest of the family, because you are the law in that house. You pay the bills. You're the one that does everything. And, everything is going to get back on track. I know it will, but you have to start setting down the law. And by doing so, you might have to go to certain extreme measures. Say if you don't, I will get an eviction notice and I will have you evicted. Make sure that you're standing your ground.
Blanca also says, thank you, Journey, for your gift and for sharing it with us.
Absolutely. But, this comes down to your sanity. So it's not just about him. It's about getting everything else put into place the way you need it to be. You don't need to continue to keep worrying about this. You don't need to, keep hurting yourself with this, because I really feel like you keep hurting yourself with this because you keep allowing this negativity to get you down. And so it's not just that it's work, but it still streams from home. Yes, work is definitely going to be work, and it's going to be a pain in the ass, and it's going to be, it's work. It's a job. You're paying your bills. It's taking care of you right now. But the home life is getting worse.
Blanca says, LOL. I think she meant I'll write him a letter and post it on the door.
Well, you can write him a letter or do whatever, but you need to give him a time frame. So you need to be gone by January. Because you know what's going to happen. He's going to want to spend all this money on Christmas. And I'm just going to say this. That's not what he needs to spend money on. Because it's not going to be the baby he's spending all that money on. You know who it's going to be for. And then they're going to be broke. And what's going to happen? They're going to stay with you for another 6 months. You need to know that they're going to be out and be there, and they're going to be happy, and they're going to be able to be stable. Because I know a move is on the rise for you as well. And if they can be out by January, that'll give you at least 5 months to see what's going on and how they're handling it. Because if you're too far away when you move, it's harder for you to handle that than it will be if you're just down the road with that.
Blanca says, LOL, thank you. So awesome. I love the message I got, and I hear you loud and clear. And no more 6 months. Yes, I'm gone.
Exactly. You just need to work and focus on you. And if you can do that and work on the kids that are not grown, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So, Blanca, thank you so much for your message.
Blanca says, I love them this and the message. Thank you, Journey. Always a pleasure.
Exactly. Always a pleasure, Blanca. Thank you for your question tonight. I appreciate you. All right. Good stuff here, guys. Good stuff. All right, checking the donation list here. See if we got somebody here that has donated. All right, we'll keep on going here. Not seeing a new donation, so let's go ahead and take the next person on the list. All right, the next person on the list was Ashley N. Ashley, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Jasper, go ahead and throw us your question. I know that's not how you say your name completely. All right, Ashley's here. Got the wrong name on the screen there, by the way.
Ashley here is saying, will I get an apartment soon? And do you see me and the person I'm pregnant from getting back together, or him being there for the baby?
Okay, so I do feel like the apartment that will come soon. The person that you have the baby with, that's actually going to take more time. When it comes down, I'm trying to see the. All right, so there's a lot of energy that I'm seeing circling around this situation. Ashley, are you recently pregnant? Like you just found out you're pregnant? Because the energy that I saw around it is that I didn't see the baby just yet. So this is a new pregnancy that just happened because I didn't see the baby yet. Okay.
Ashley says yes.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought because the energy's not quite there yet. And I feel as though it will, come together. So the energy will be able to be read a lot easier. With him, I do feel like it's going to take time. And I know you're not going to want to hear what I'm about to say, but I'm seeing 2 months. This is in and out, coming back and forth with each other. And then after we get to the 2nd month, I see the energy being a lot different. So I can tell you right now that, yes, he'll be back in your life, but I'm going to say, put your foot down. As I just told Blanca just a little while ago, put your damn foot down. Because I feel as though he takes advantage of your kindness, sees it as a weakness, and your weakness is not kindness. You're kind to him because you care about it, not because you're wanting to get away with whatever he feels like getting away with. So put your foot down in the sense of letting him know what you want and what you're not willing to put up with. You need to be able to do that before this baby comes into this world. As for it comes to the baby, if you come at a different time, I'll know a little bit more energy about the baby. But currently, I don't see much on it because the energy's so low. So I'm kind of like blinded to the baby at the moment.
And Ashley says, yes, you're so on point.
All right. Well, Ashley, come back in a little while longer, and we'll see about that energy on the baby too. Because for some reason, I'm shielded from the baby right now. And that could be because of your emotions right now as well.
Ashley says, and he wants me to get rid of the baby.
That's what it is that's blocking the baby. It's his hatred towards the situation. My mom used to say, if you do the crime, you're going to do the time. Well, looks like you participated in the crime. So, be careful with that. But, the energy that I see with that was, take care of yourself right now. Let him know what you're looking for and what you're not willing to put up with. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you so much for your question tonight. We appreciate it. All right. So the next person. Jaspri. I can't really say the whole name without screwing it up. So Jaspri C. Go ahead and throw us your question. And Lotus S, get your question ready. You're on the list. And while we do that, we'll check the list here. Make sure we're not getting ahead of anybody else. All right. All right. Apparently our music's not working.
Your dances always help.
My what?
Your dances.
What are you talking about, Lois? All right. Well, let's keep on going. I'm not seeing that person bring forth their question, so let's keep on going. Lotus S, go ahead and throw out your question. Nancy C, you're on the list, so get your question ready. Lotus S, go ahead and throw us your question. All right. Well, I'm not seeing Lotus, so let's keep on going. Nancy C, throw us your question. LC Ryan, get your question ready. You're on the list. Guys, if you said hi, you're on the list, and please don't ask who's currently on the list as we go through everything. We will put your name on the screen, okay, guys? Nancy C, throw us your question. All right, not seeing Nancy. Let's go to LC Ryan. LC Ryan, go ahead and throw us your question. LC Ryan, throw us your question. Zambi, get your question ready. You're on the list. Zambi, hang on to your question. You're on the list. You're next on the list. But I need LC Ryan to throw their question out. All right, not seeing LC Ryan. So Zambi, go ahead and throw us your question. Stacy B, get your question ready. You're on the list. All right, Zambi here.
All right. What are Miss current intentions and feelings about me?
What are M's intentions for you right now? So with M's energy, I feel M to be a little bit pulled back currently, but I don't feel that that's going to stay that way. I honestly feel like there's reflection, and that's why you're feeling the pulled back energy. They're reflecting on current situations going on in their life, feelings towards you. They know you're a good person. They know they want that energy with you. They know that they care for you, but right now they're trying to figure out what they need to do in order to fix things, and what they need to fix with themselves mainly is what I was picking up there. So I can tell you right now that, this energy will change, and a closeness will happen, and communication. I keep feeling communication is down, like it's either non-existent or very little communication right now. So is there any communication there right now? Because I know it to be off. It doesn't seem like it's normal.
And Zambi says it's not existent.
It's non-existent. All right.
Right now.
Right, and that's that pulled back energy that I was feeling when it came down to that situation. So that's not a bad thing. I know that
Zambi says he is mad at me.
I get him. I mean, there's aggravation, but nothing that's going to say that he doesn't want to be with you. This is more along the lines of reevaluating everything and making sure this is what he wants. But don't reach out. Let him communicate, and everything will be fine. He's going to reach back out. All right. So after Zambi was Stacy B. So Stacy, go ahead and throw us your question. Tracy Tuttle, go ahead and throw us your question. Or get your question ready. Sorry, you're on the list. Go ahead, make sure we're not missing anybody from the jump list here. All right, guys. Stacy, are you still with us? All right, no Stacy. Let's keep on going. Tracy Tuttle, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Shauna F., get your question ready. You're on the list. All right, we're going to keep on going. So Shauna F., go ahead and throw us your question. Hannah T., get your question ready. You're on the list. All right, guys. we're going to go ahead. We're going to announce the winner of tonight's show. Tonight's winner is Monica J. Monica, are you still with us, Monica?
All right. Congratulations.
Monica J. Monica J, are you still with us? I need Monica J to come forward to let us know that she's still here. You are the winner of tonight's drawing. So congratulations. All right, guys. This has been a fun show, but we are going to be calling it a night. Stay tuned. In 1 hour, we will be back with Emma Rose. So, guys, get those questions ready. And if you guys like to talk to her with Medium, she's really good at it, guys. Until then, this is Journey Ryan signing off. Have a great night, everybody.